Welcome back. This is the North edition of the Property Show. And one property market in the north of India that's attracted a lot of investor interest and of course speculation is Mohali. Has that trickled into returns for investors? Are residential users making a wise choice buying a home in Mohali? Team NDTV traveled to Mohali to understand from local developers and the administration why Mohali is worth a look for property seekers. Mohali is Punjab's modern new address. It's a city on the move with a fast-changing urban landscape inviting you to set up home here. The conservative catchment of the Tri-City area is waking up to such contemporary housing and gated complexes. Punjabis, always known for good living, are now becoming conscious about fine living. And that's being reflected in the kind of homes developers are customizing for the catchment of Mohali. There are colleges like the ISB and many research institutes in the city, and the young are now finding their employment goals met within Mohali. There is the under construction IT city and corporate parks home to top companies. Mohali is also soon to have its first neighborhood mall within city limits.
We have a cinema which is 5-screen. That's going to be the first cinema in Mohali. There's no cinema, no mall within the radius of 7 kilometers or so. Max Fashion Landmark Group has taken the space for the fashion anchor and the right kind of brands that the catchment demands.
While all this plays out in the background, Mohali's housing market has witnessed plenty of action. Residential projects totaling over 90 are spread across the heart of Mohali, which enjoys proximity to the new international airport. But homes in Mohali are not selling at the pace that developers would like. It's a case of oversupply and placing bets on a location too prematurely.
Average price range, this started off with about 3,000 rupees a square feet, and at the moment it's hovering somewhere around 5,500 to 6,000 rupees a square feet for an apartment, I would say. Plots started off with 10,000 rupees a square yard, and at the moment they're hovering at about 15,000 rupees a square yard. So they're not much of an appreciation because time frame is, I would say, good about 5 to 6 years time. But because developers also didn't finish their projects in time and it was a slow market, so all these factors have, I think, added up for an investor to be a little shying away.
The story is similar with Mohali's peripheral Kharar Landra Banur Road that has over 50 residential projects. Here the inventory overhang stands at a cold 44 months. We are standing here at the Kharar Banur Road, which till a few years back was the hotspot for real estate investments in Mohali. Today, however, there is a supply glut in this property market, and much of the turmoil has been precipitated by some of North India's biggest developers who failed to deliver their projects on time. The other reason for the slump on the Kharar Banur Road is because Mohali sectors have no internal connectivity to this highway. But Gamada assures it's a work in progress.
Some roads which are leading to Kharar, Banur, Landra, that is under construction. Part of it is under acquisition. Recently, we have announced the award for acquisition of some of the parcels. So I am hopeful that in next maybe 6-7 months, 2 vertical roads which will be connecting Mohali to Landra Road will be through.
Meanwhile, Mohali's developers are repackaging their sales strategy.
काफ़ी मेजर डाइकोटमी है यहाँ पे. आज अगर हम 4,250 में बेच रहे हैं या 4,050 में पर स्क्वायर फुट बेच रहे हैं, तो ऐसे भी बिल्डर्स हैं हमारे ही आसपास में जो 5,500, 6,500 में बेच रहे हैं. ये जो एक मिस मैच है, ये डाइजेस्ट नहीं होता कि हमने वैल्यू फॉर मनी प्रोवाइड करनी है कस्टमर को. तो उसके चलते हमने प्राइसेस बहुत रीजनेबल रखे हैं, अपने प्रॉफिट मार्जिन बहुत लो रखे हैं.
Mohali's new sectors are not all living ready. Roads and essential civic services are still 1 to 2 years away. Today's sectors around the new international airport are a priority with the state government. And so the Aerocity and the adjoining residential region will lead the revival in interest in real estate of Mohali. With camera person AJ Joseph, Vasudha Sharma, NDTV. Sameer, do you think the big developers who have projects on the Kharar Banur Road and other sectors of Mohali, they have added to the whole slowdown and the sentiment drop in Mohali because they haven't delivered their projects and buyers are just too scared to venture into the market?
You see, it's a combination of multiple factors. A, the economy not doing too well. B, that an oversupply situation getting created with everybody launching their projects at the same time. We do follow a herd mentality over here.
But what was so exciting about the Kharar Banu road? I mean, we
Well,
visited
the
that
kind
road.
of,
It's a narrow highway, no social infrastructure. What made these north developers so excited about this location?
I think these decisions were taken when FDI real estate opened up in India, and there were hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars that flew in. And that time we were basing our valuations on the kind of land bank that we owned.
Yeah.
And we were projecting that land bank to be 8x and 10x in value, and that's how companies were getting valued. So for them to be able to create that valuation, they had to go about acquiring land banks. And since tier 1 cities don't offer such big land banks, tier 2 cities were being steamrolled, and everybody was just on a buying spree, and that's why you see so many big developers owning so much land in these
Mega townships,
in
it's
these
mind-boggling.
small tier 2 cities, and now they are holding they're not being able to sell, and it's a huge problem on their balance sheet at this point in time.
We'll move on to another market. Deepak Sharma wants to invest in Gurgaon. Deepak, go ahead.
Good afternoon, this is Deepak from Dubai. Actually, I have a query from Gurgaon because I'm looking to invest something in Gurgaon. I have figured out two projects. One is a newly launched from ATS Tangerine. That's a 3-bedroom apartment I'm looking at. And other side, there is one more project which is already delivered in position from Bestech Parkview Ananda. So actually, I'm confused. Like as an investment purpose, should I bet on a new project? Because looking at the scenario right now, builders are not delivering the project on time. So should I go ahead for a new project or a new launch, or something like a project which is already delivered and I can have the property in my hand today only?
Okay, so probably if you're picking a project from a developer which has a solid track record of delivering, you will still be okay even in the slowdown. We're talking about ATS Tangerine, Gurgaon, Sector 99. And Sameer, he also spoke of Bestech. Which project are you talking about now?
Well, yeah, what you said was absolutely correct, Vasudha, that if you're looking at absolutely A-grade builders like ATS, Godrej, Tatas, Mahindras, you will not have any challenges with respect to execution. They will more or less complete on time unless there are some issues with government licensing, but they will not run out of cash flow to not be able to complete the project. So hereby we would recommend you to look at ATS Tangerine, and this is the Dwarka Expressway site, so you can easily go ahead and buy this. The Parkview Ananda project is ready. Is another project that you can consider because there is no execution track record issue with that developer as well, and that project is already delivered. So the choice is really yours between the two. From our side, both get a go ahead, but you don't need to worry on ATS's account with respect to their delivery. They are very cash positive, and they do have a commitment on delivery. Looking at some of the key data points of ATS Tangerine, 11.6 acres, G plus 27 stories and G plus 29 story structure. Amenities here include clubhouse, gym, tennis court, swimming pool. It's the largest project, right size project I would say. Looking at the key data points on the Gurgaon side of the expressway, 33 months, 6,000 rupees being the weighted average price for the mid to luxury segment, and about 9% annualized appreciation. There are many comparable options to Tangerine in terms of construction status as well. Still, you can explore the following projects which are in mid stage of construction. That will take about 1.5 to 2 years to complete. But if you're a long-term investor, you may go with a new launch because Dwarka Expressway is going to take a good 5 years for it to get really well established. Paras dues by Paras Buildtech, 5,500 to 6,000 rupees, getting ready in 2018, available from the resale market. This project is also on a subvention scheme. Luxury amenities here include split ACs, Italian marble, modular kitchen, exclusive spa lounge, club facility. And then we have Heritage Max by Conscient Infrastructure, Sector 102. It's a low-density project, around 45 units per acre. Project construction has already reached up to the 8th to the 10th level for different towers. Project is based on sports-based theme and 90% open area with jogging and cycling tracks and other sports facilities like the football field, tennis court and basketball courts.
Okay, so on the Dwarka Expressway, Deepak, look at these options. Paras Dues by Paras Buildtech, Heritage Max by Conscient Infrastructure. Rakesh Tiwari writes to us, I wanted to know about investment opportunities, whether it would be beneficial for future at south of Gurgaon, Sohna, where several companies, builders are offering townships, housing plans. I've looked at Hillcrest of Supertech, Aranya of Raheja Builders and the Rooms of Central Park. My concerns are, what is the legal status of these projects, future expectation of returns, best project out of these three, and my budget is 60 lakhs maximum. Sohna, south of Gurgaon, Samir.
Well, I think first of all, you have to keep a couple of things in mind, that this is a location that's going to take a really long time for it to get lived in, and it's a very futuristic location. So if you're going in looking at this region, first of all, look at the pricing, because pricing is going to play an important role in terms of going forward appreciation. I think the pricing of these projects is still fairly high. So if you were to look at the first project, Hillcrest by Supertech, 4250 to 4550 rupees a project. It's a good location. Construction has started. It's a 140-acre township called Hilltown, but they're going through some challenges, so you have to really be careful. Swimming pool with separate kids pool, indoor games, mini theatre. So they're trying to offer you everything, but we've seen in the news that Supertech is going through a little bit of a issue there. So there you'll have to be a little careful and do more due diligence. Coming to the other project, which is in pre-launch, called The Room by Central Park. Again, a very highly expensive project at 5850 rupees a square foot. Nothing wrong with the project. It's called Central Park 3, the 500-acre township. The township is located in sector 3233 Sohna and lies bang on the Sohna road. Township is about 18.5 kilometers from Rajiv Chowk. Rooms are fully furnished apartments with washing machine, geysers, microwave, RO chimney. So that is a project that will be launched in January. And lastly, we have Aranya City by Raheja developer. This is very well priced. That is what I'm liking, although the location is a little inferior, but good infrastructure within. It's at 2975 to 3600 rupees. So from a price point of view, I really like this project because this is the right price of that area, according to me. It's amongst the earliest projects to be launched in Sohna. Raheja Arya City is an integrated township spanning 200 odd acres. The project is where also plots are available, and plot possession has started to happen in 6 to 8 months from now. The data points of this market, the weighted average price of the apartments is 4550 now, and floors is about 5000 rupees for the mid to luxury segment. Price appreciation is showing 15%, but really speaking, this is because the market's base was exceptionally low. Projects were launched here at 2500 rupees a square foot, and now they are trading at 4450. But I can also tell you there are many people, with some developers are looking to launch projects here at even 3,500 rupees a square foot now.
So we'll quickly move on to our next query coming in from Jaiprakash Ghaswa. Hi Jaiprakash, how can we help you?
Hi ma'am, I want to purchase a 2 BHK flat for end use in Murlipura or Vidyanagar, and I'm interested in SNG groups, SNG Star Valley, which is located in Murlipura, and Mojica Group, which is Midas Touch. Please advise the affordable segment apartment in this locality of Murlipura, Sikar Road, or even this Vidyadhar Nagar, I'm sorry. And my budget is from between like 35 lakhs to 45 lakhs. Please suggest.
Okay, so within 45 lakhs, we're looking at these affordable picks from Jaipur. Samir, go ahead.
So both Murlipura and Vidyadhar Nagar are good residential localities in north of Jaipur. Both micro markets have great connectivity through the Sirkar Road and Vidyadhar Marg. Micro markets are slightly more expensive, so you'll have to up your budget to about 50 lakhs for the projects that you have shortlisted. Both the projects get a go-ahead from our side. SNG Star Valley is a great project in Murlipura. It's at 4,000 rupees negotiable today. It's a small project of 2,000 square yards with 2 blocks of G+11 stories. Project is 450 meters away from the Delhi-Ajmer bypass road. Amenities here include clubhouse, swimming pool, fitness center, indoor sports. Then you have Midas Touch by Murichka Group, Vidyanagar at 4490 rupees a square foot. It's spread across 4,500 square yards. The amenities here include clubhouse, swimming pool, gym, rooftop, restaurants, indoor sports. And the project's data points in these micro markets are as follows. The inventory overhang in Murlipura is 3 months only, in Vidyanagar is 9 months only because of exceptionally low limited supply in these micro markets, because they are literally secondary micro markets. Weighted average price for Murlipura is about 3,900 rupees and Vidyanagar is about, Vidyadhar Nagar is about 4,500 rupees for the mid segment. Price appreciation has been fairly good for Vidyadhar Nagar at about 12% annualized, followed by Murlipura at 9.2%. There's one more project that you can consider, which is Skyway by Unique Dream Builders at 4,000 rupees a square foot. Project is ready since 2014 and available in the resale market. It's a standalone tower of G+11 stories. Project is 450 meters away of Sirkar Road and 1.8 kilometers from the Delhi-Ajmer bypass road. Amenities here include just rainwater harvesting, garden play area, that's about it.
Every year, the Property Show invites the real estate industry to participate in our annual NDTV Property Awards to showcase their best practices and landmark projects. This year's 2015 edition will be presented by Parryware and powered by Johnson Tiles. To get nominated, you can log on to ndtv.com/propertyawards or email us at propertyawards@ndtv.com. With that, we'll wrap up our property analysis. Samir, thank you so much for joining us. And you can catch his analysis on the Tuesday and the Wednesday episodes where we look at the West and South markets. Okay, after a quick break, Gurgaon's new residential sectors infamous for potholed and incomplete roads. But on Citizens Voice today, we spotlight how some residents turned road builders for a day for their colony. Stay tuned.